I haven't really been painting representationally, but recently, the past 3 or 4 years, I've been allowing it to come into the work. This series of paintings kind of happened when I was first isolated, and we were all shut in, and I started thinking about what would the face of COVID look like. And I was just in the studio one day, and I was feeling all these emotions of fear and anger and anxiety, and I just started to paint a skull. And at first it was kind of a scary skull, but then I just started to mess with the iconic image, and then I started thinking about the sugar skulls, or the connection with, relatives past, and I just like the iconic image. So here I put a photo in so you can see the scale of the piece, give you a better idea, what that one looks like. I also started messing around with that whole image, but I'm more interested in paint and color and line, and, just not so much the image, but I like to have the image because I feel like it gives the viewer something to connect to, or it gets me into the painting to start. So these are a couple on paper that I did, just playing around with the different paints. This is another one, and you'll see, this is on paper, but you'll see how I like to really, paint directly. So let me get to the next shot. Yeah, I also started, I think when I started seeing a lot of street art in New York, I started thinking about text, and I've been incorporating text in my paintings, but not so much that I wanted to say something, but sometimes it does. But I think sometimes it triggers things, certain words or forms or letters. So I like to put it in the work now, and there's another part of it. So yeah, I've been, you can see in this one, this is another large scale painting, but you can see here, I was, I don't know, I think certain letters or groupings of letters, they trigger certain things. I don't know, maybe it's because it's part of the landscape in the city too. You just see it. So maybe it should be part of the landscape of a painting. This is another one that, this one came out of a bunch of drawings where I just started, I liked the kind of character that it became, or yeah. So it's a couple studio shots of how I work in my studio.